and I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
8 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Washington, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Throwing is Collins. Throwing on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 33.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1.
Washington, nothing. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2nd and 2. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They start the drive with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Cook with a 1st down and much more. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey got the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come to the...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins setting up the screen for Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right there.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for number 37. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Gronkowski as time expires in the 1st half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings.
The ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Collins on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The third Third down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Vikings 42, Washington 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to the locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to strike for 6.
For the point after.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Gordon on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Let's go now. Rock on 80. Hey, here we go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 56. Hey, let's get that ball, Diego.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Collins. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 26-yard line.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. That's right, man.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
For Washington.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
50-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And 10 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Let's go.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, Mike, 45. I got him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3. It's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Get that split, get that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that wants to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove.